If you're looking for coins to finish off FC24, I have the place for you. Head over to U7Buy for all your coin needs. They're cheap, fast, and reliable. But make sure to use the code GTT at the end of checkout for 6% off every order. So with everything in packs, the unlimited 92 grind is on. It is going to give you the potential to get as many player picks for Path to Glories, Make Your Marks, Team of the Tournaments, and every single week of the Futties, so Team 1, Team 2, and Team 3. The only exception to these player picks, which is why you need to incorporate something else, is that there's no hero icons, which is okay. There's still quite a few players, and there's a decent amount of 99 still to go. Now, the best thing about this is once it's unlimited, you hopefully will get some decent players. So Kandogbe being the first Futties in here, and obviously any already owned players, if you are going for more of a collection vibe, is going to be great to put back in. Now, if you do get someone like a Bruno Gomes and you're not too fussed about the game, and maybe you just want to try and get the highest rated 11/bench, maybe reserves, then fair enough, you can just go ahead and put them straight back in. This is a completely repeatable one for 5 days, and the best thing about it, it is no requirements of a team of the season or team of the week. So this is going to be great for any sort of extra fodder that you just don't have a team of the season or team of the week for. As we go through the game, you can imagine the 84 times 10 and the 85 times 10 is going to be absolutely vital. At the minute, we got one of the 85 times 10s per day and 84 times 10 5 times a day. So this is going to be perfect to be grinding them out every single day. As we go through the last couple of weeks, we should get more than likely 10 84s and maybe 5 85s, and then eventually we will end up with unlimited 85 times 10, and then maybe, like last year, we get the 1 to 5 86 times 10 every single day as well. So this is going to be a ramp up to them. We also have multiple different gamble SBCs that you can go through. Every week they bring out some more. As you imagine, this is going to be where you'll get the icons. So this is going to be the Futties, Team 1, Team 2, and I can imagine in the next one, it will be Team 3 plus the greats of the game. We could do that twice, I think every 3 days, I think it is at the moment. That does require one team of the season or team of the week, and it is a little bit ramped up for the 89 and 88. So I would suggest utilizing both of these at the same time, because obviously you can't get no hero icons in this one. Whereas I can imagine we will end up with more than likely greats of the game, Futties, Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, and eventually Team 4 with the icons, and then more than likely a heroes after. The question is, where do you get all of this fodder from? And the unlimited grind is absolutely perfect. It's in full swing at the moment. Granted, yes, you can't do the 84 times 10 repeatable as much as you like, but they're going to be something you do every day anyway. So until that is fully repeatable, we need another step in place. That step is going to be whatever the upgrade pack is. So at the moment, we've got the 81 player picks. That's going to be a perfect one. There is also the crafting grind as well, but I can imagine a lot of people have done that by now, or at least most of the way through. So we've got 2 more days, or at least tomorrow at 6 PM, we get the 81 player picks as expired, and more than likely they bring back 82 picks. They could potentially go for 83 with a 1 of 4, but they more than likely, hopefully, give us a 1 of 4 82 player pick. They are normally the better ones, so these are something you want to just be doing in your spare time. Whenever you've kind of run out of the fodder, these are going to be absolutely perfect to do. Again, when it comes to building these, there is no real quick way. Maybe you want to utilize the web app instead, because you could go with the rares, but realistically the quickest way is just going to be maybe building the squad like this, getting the rares in, and just doing this. I have seen a few comments whenever building picks is how you make more than one. Once you've made this one, it is quite as simple as backing out, exit later, and just doing another one. I didn't think that was necessarily a big thing, but if you haven't heard of that, if you are new to the game, that is how you make more than one, and you can do this all the way up to 50, and then I believe once you've opened a few and then kind of gone back, it will then replenish your stock. I don't think you can have more than 50 on at one point, but you just want to go ahead, whack 3 rares in, get the commons in, and that is going to be how you do the picks. And it may be a bit boring, I'm not going to lie to you, it's not necessarily the most invigorating thing in the world, but it is a great way to get the fodder back, and you sometimes can end up with some absolutely massive hits. So then we're opening these up. We've only got two. We got an 87 here. Obviously, if you're not necessarily wanting to deal with duplicates, you can just choose somebody else, unless it's a really high rated. But I would just try and go for whatever you don't already have. And anybody that is not necessarily going to be great for the pack, you want to be whacking these straight into the exchange. It's going to be the best way. Obviously, I would normally focus on 89 and above, but if you are kind of just wanting to have them extra players of duplicates, then just whack the 19 players in as well. The 87s, even if you want to throw in some 85s, if you can be bothered, they are all going to be worth it. So the way that you kind of get the fodder for all of these players is as simple. You want to be doing as many exchanges as possible. Now, we will show you kind of roughly what I mean by that, but also whilst doing these 92 plus packs, you will get 2 tradable packs back. I'm not going to say that they're going to be well worth it, but there is the extra on top bonus from these, and that is going to be the fact that they are tradable. Now, like I said, you're not necessarily going to get a crazy amount of fodder back. It is a mixed players pack and a small players pack. Maybe as we ramp up into like a 93 or 94 plus, they might increase the packs, but the best thing about these is just discard them. The reason why that's a good thing, and it will take a long time, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can do this all the time, but if you do manage to get even a low rated special, an 86, 87, 88, whatever there is in packs, they are going to sell at the minimum for like 10 to 15k discard. And as you can see, roughly from there we made about 4k from one of them. If you are churning these out as quick as possible, what you could utilize this for is opening promo packs. We saw this last year with, I want to say it was like a 300k pack. You find anything that is kind of worth opening. So for instance, if we're looking through whatever we've got here, if you're looking at the includes 40 players, potential, not necessarily the biggest one, but if you're looking at something like 100 rare players of 81, it's 300,000 coins. Or even if you look for something that's a bit cheaper, if you went for, I mean, you could go for something like that. That's going to be great to then get the fodder back to then keep building, because coins will print themselves here. So for instance, if we was to go and open up the preview pack, because it's bugging me that I haven't, we're not unfortunately going to get anything. But the best thing about something like this is, say if we're going to pick one, because I've got 900k that we've just been grinding out. If we was to go for, thinking going for the 81, there's foundations 81, you look at the kind of rate that you've got. The best thing about this is what you can get back from it. I wouldn't go for anything that is like 1 or 20 players. You want to be looking for the max that you can get. So something like, for instance, the 600k, that one is going to be a great one for the fodder that you can go back with. So for instance, if we was to open this one, what we could do with that, we've obviously used a lot of our coins, but this is the whole point. You just grind it back. It is that simple. So we're going to get, I don't even know which one. Is this a, okay, we'll take a team of the season, and we've got a team of the year in there as well. Hopefully it's not Ronaldo, because we've already got him. It's going to be, oh, we take a bit of Jude. Love it. You got to love a team of the year. So everybody else in this pack as well, we're going to get a lot of team of the seasons. We got Zaha from the Futties as well. We got a couple more team of the seasons there. If we go through a few of the gold players, and then obviously all of the duplicates as well. We got 294s, 93, a decent amount going on here. Just check the end, just in case icons tend to come up at the end as well. So we're obviously going to go through them. So what you do here, and the big thing about it is, you're going to see it more and more as we go through the weeks. You want to be obviously going through all of these. These are going to be very, very good for them player picks, because obviously we can utilize a lot of these. So this is going to be the big thing from it. And if you utilize the whole pack, bar from keeping the players you want, for instance, someone like a Zaha, what you can do with that is you can get some more of them tradable packs back. Like I said, it's not going to be that you open up the 600k pack and you get it back instantly, but what else are you using your coins for? At this point, the grind is so easy to do. You want to be obviously going through the duplicates first so you can open the packs. So if we go with a couple of the 90s that we got, I think then obviously if we go a bit further down, we know Odegaard was there. Because the 94s are going to take the price massively over, you want to then be looking at a few of the 84s. Doesn't matter if not everybody is in here, but if we take a few of these 84s, we're not going to get rid of all the duplicates in one, because there was over 44. For instance, that's an 88. What we will utilize and try is if we kind of drop down and maybe a 90, That's going to obviously keep it at that. More than likely, we can't drop it down anymore. We'll try an 88. No, I mean, we should have tried an 89, but it's not necessarily the biggest deal. So that's going to be the first set. What we can do with this then is we go back into the store. I don't know why it's taking me down there. We'll obviously open it up. Okay, we used a few. Have another double check. 94, 93, couple of 90s. I do need to obviously change the rest of them, but we can kind of go through there. Also, you could use them 83s if you didn't want to kind of go with massive on this. You could use some of them 83s in the Team of the Week picks to then help you do some of the players as well. So obviously with this one, it's an 87, so not going to go too crazy. We'll go with a 90, a 93, and then we'll go... What was it? Hyundai was in there. You was in there. I can't remember if one of these are in there. We're going to chuck him in anyway, and then we'll go a bit further down to some 83s because we don't want to go too crazy with this. I want to say I didn't swap many of them, so if you've not swapped them yet, then obviously what you want to do is go further down and we can kind of just have a little guess, to be honest. We will utilize quite a few of these in Team of the Week picks just to kind of get rid of the kind of rest here. So is that going to be 87? It's going to be 86, so we'll go one up into an 84. We'll go with Smalling. No, we're going to go one more up. So what we'll do instead is, I think, oh, Depay was one of them. Of course it was. So that's going to keep it 86. All you do is just go up one. Don't need to necessarily go too crazy. Go up, and there we go. There's the 87. We've utilized a few of the specials, and also the best thing about this is it's a player pick, so you can open it up straight away to see if you need to put that in as well. And you just keep grinding like this. This is the best way to do it. If then you've got somebody else that's kind of extra on, we're going to get... Okay, we take a bit of Wendell. 94, just collecting them out here now. What you want to do is obviously we've got 29 left. We'll go ahead and swap these, put them into player picks, and then what you do from there is just keep the grind going, discarding some of the tradable packs if obviously you get a special in there. If it's worth any coins, then obviously sell them. If it's not, just discard anything that is tradable to get them coins back up. You then get back to the 600k, you do it again, you just keep that grind going, and it gives you the best chance to get stuff in your club. And honestly, it's going to be the best way that you can grind this game out. It is very, very simple to do. If obviously you want to do a few players, then that is the same principle as well. If we were to look at someone like a Yaya Toure, we obviously have got some big SBCs here. Anything from these players, sell, get rid, they're going to be perfect as well to grind out. It doesn't have to be that repeatable pick, but it is going to be one that is well worth looking at the minimum. I want to be doing all of these players just to get them in the club, and then obviously you've got the icons as well. I think, was it Eto that's got a huge amount of players, rare electrums everywhere. All of these players, all these packs are tradable. You want to be getting rid of them, trade them off, and obviously, hopefully, you do get something big as well. But that's going to be the grind today. Let me know down below how you get on with it, and I will catch you all for the next one.